I seen this map on Amazon, and it's land between the lakes. I was so surprised to see this. It even has a somewhat of a covering to keep it waterproof, somewhat. And it had a bad review, and I thought, well, I'm gonna pick this up and have a look at it. I am so impressed with this map just from quickly looking at it. If you're in the area of land between the lakes, I'll have a link to this at the bottom. You should pick this up. This thing's amazing, but I'm going to readjust my camera and I'm going to show you this thing, and you're going to be very, very impressed with the way this thing is designed. I mean, it literally has everything about land between the lakes. You'll never get lost. So many times I go to land between the lakes and I'm like, oh, where was that road? How did I get down that back road? Where do I need to put myself in 4x4? I mean, there's no questions anymore. This thing's awesome. So let's get this open and let's let you guys have a look at this. Okay, let's have a look at Land Between the Lakes map. And when I go into Land Between the Lakes, this is where I come into. And there's a dump station. This is Golden Pond here. This is where you load up on water or whatever else you want. Now, they may sell these maps there. I don't know. I've never seen them, but, and I mean, look at all the legends here. We've got camping, picnicking, trailers, rest stop, parking, hiking, bicycling, canoeing. I mean, all the little pictures are there to tell you what's going on. Elkin Bison Park over here, which I've been at quite a few times. They got a dollar sign to tell you it costs money to go in. It's super cheap. Turkey Bay over here. That's full of trails and everything, and a lot of equestrian goes on there. They ride their horses there. Back down here in the left corner, basic camping with 24-hour generator use if you want to take a generator. I never do. Convenient. I didn't know there was a convenience store. I guess that's what those mean. But that's impressive. Really is. Now, it's really nice. I mean, you have to pay extra for this. When you get your hunting license, you have to pay, I think it's an extra $25 to hunt this park. And it has Hunt Area 5. It even tells you about all the areas you can hunt in, which is kind of cool. Emergency Lake Campground. See, a lot of times I come in. Now, most of the time when I come in, I'm along this river here. This is where I'm at. And there's a lot of dirt roads, a lot of 4x4s that go in that way. There was even one time when I was in the land between the lakes and I was going down one of these dirt roads with a 4x4. Somebody had actually gone through there with a simple car. I was like shaking my head. It was a couple. I think they were going down there thinking they could make out, but they found out the car wasn't going to make it. I had to actually pull them out and then help them get back to the road. It was, some people are just stupid. That's all there is to it. You don't see the big holes in the road. It didn't make sense. But all this back in here, you know, and you can camp anywhere in land between the lakes. You can buy a 3-day pass. I think it's $10, or you can buy a yearly pass, which I think went up. I think it's like $50 now. But you can camp anywhere you want. Take your pick. You know, drive in here and camp. Drive in there. Just make sure you're. I think it's 50 feet off the road or so. Is what it is. But I thought I'd give you a look at this map. If you go to land between the lakes, you're gonna want to get this. I mean, this thing's just packed with information. I mean, I'm gonna put this in my truck. It's gonna stay there. I mean, this is amazing. You know, North Welcome Station. That's where you come in from Kentucky, and then you go off that way into a bridge. I've never been up here. I've never been into this section here. It's just, it's a long ways to drive up there. I should make it a point to go up there one day and just get out there at 6 o'clock in the morning and just kind of drive around up in that section. And that's this is hunt area 2. There's no hunting up here at all. So I don't know what's going on there. Davenport East, Barnett Springs. Huh. Mammoth Furnace says canoeing and parking. Craven's Bay must cost to get in there because there's a money sign. I've never been up in that area. Hunt area 1's down here. So yeah, there's no hunting up in that area whatsoever. We got bicycling over here in this corner. Now I got Hillman Ferry Campground. Now this costs money to camp here. But you don't have to go there, like I said. You pay $10 and you go over here, or you go someplace else. You don't have to actually go to the campground, but if you want to go to the campground, you can. I mean, they've got it all, obviously, in the campground, from bathrooms to you name it. Well, that's amazing. And this map even has stuff on the back. So the back of the map has one stream going down there and one stream going down there, and this is land between the lakes in between. It has your legend. We're down by the South Welcome Station. When you go on the hike, it talks about side trail, road. If you choose to hike it, you go into the equestrian section. Golden Pond. Your feet, how high you are, and everything. That's kind of cool. If you're going to hike that trail, this is a map you want to take with you, that's for sure. Talks about the UTM coordinating system. We got some legends here too. North-South Trail UTM. Laura Furnace Shelter. General information. Oh, there's phone numbers listed here if you want to call general information. Golden Pond. Huh. Okay. Emergency numbers over here if you want to call. Which probably would come in handy. So this is a very, very impressive foldable map. And this is a topo map because it does have the blue lines going through it. I don't know if you can see it. It is. It has the mountains and all that to show you what's going on. It does have, somewhere on this map, I've seen it, where it has what you have to set your declination at on your compass. And I'll have more on that. So not here. Was it on the other side? Yes. Declination was set there, which is -3, 7 west. And it changes -5 west per year. So it has all your information for using your compass. So here's a land between the lakes map if you didn't know existed, because I didn't. And you can get it off Amazon. It's really not all that much money. If you go there quite a bit, it's definitely something you want to pick up and put in your glove apartment. But this definitely opens up more of what I want to do there. And I love camping here. I really do. Just the freedom of being able to camp where you want. A lot of times I'll park my truck and take a bearing with my compass, and I'll just put my pack on and go and walk 5 miles in and then set up camp. The only problem about land between the lakes that I don't like, if you're down here, along the water, then okay, you got water. If you're over here, you got water. But if you're in here in the center, even though we see these streams here, I mean, they very well could be dry by the time you get in there. The middle of land between the lakes is very, very dry. So if you go in there, make sure you take some extra water, because you may find that it's not what you think. But this is a pretty deep stream here, so that may have water. And it might be worth taking a drive maybe to here and then walking in and see if it does, because it just makes your backpacking so much better if you've got water someplace. So, but I have a link at the bottom you want to check out if you go to Land Between the Lakes, and pick yourself up this map. Like I said, it is somewhat waterproof. It does have a coating on it, it's shiny, and you can use a compass and everything with it. It's pretty amazing. All right, I'll catch you guys on the next one.